Hello, y'all. Happy New Year. Today is sports news. January 1st, 2025. And if you have not seen my first video of 2025, it's the NFL Week 17 update video. Go ahead and check that in the channel. Subscribe to my channel. And as always, let's get right to sports news. Our top story comes from college football with the Georgia and Notre Dame game. Now, today was supposed to be that game. Unfortunately, today has been moved. After the game will be moved to Thursday, which I will give you the time and and the rest. This happened about 3:52 in the morning on New Year's Day, where a truck accident happened in New Orleans. And here's what happened: at least 10 are dead and dozens are injured. Um, the driver is also dead, and one of the policemen have also died in that incident. With that news, earlier they said they want to go and schedule the game. Then a few hours later, they announced they're going to postpone this game for 24 hours, and now some news broke, of course. Here is the update game. Notre Dame taking on the Georgia Bulldogs. Okay, here's what time. 4 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. I will repeat it one more time. Notre Dame versus Georgia, 4 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Again, I already made my college football predictions, so if you want to check that out, go and check that out on my channel. This one is a surprise way to start the new year. Wow. Seeing a lot of crazy stuff right there. Let's go to the NFL. Packers cornerback Jair Alexander likely out for the season. He tore his PCL in week 8. He was hopefully to return in week 11, but he only took 10 snaps. Now, there is a likely chance Jair Alexander could return. That's if the Packers make it to the Super Bowl. That is where Jair Alexander could likely play and maybe make his return there. Some some QB news. Jimmy Garoppolo will start for the Rams against the Seahawks, as the Rams will rest their starters. So Jimmy Garoppolo will make his Rams debut against the Seahawks, who the Seahawks don't have to play nothing for. They're eliminated from the playoffs. Yeah, all that being said. This is a big one here. Joshua Dobbs will start the season finale for the injured Brock Purdy against Arizona. Of course, Purdy suffered an elbow injury, and Kyle Shanahan did announce that Josh Dobbs will start the season finale against Arizona. It makes sense. Of course, you got Purdy who's in an elbow injury. They're going to want to rest him for next season. All questions on him this offseason. Will he get paid to be their franchise quarterback? We'll see in the offseason. But for right now, Josh Dobbs will start against Arizona. Miami Dolphins are prepared to start Tyler Huntley against the New York Jets, meaning that Tua Tagovailoa's season is done. That means the Dolphins, again, they must win and have the Broncos lose and the Bengals to lose in order for them to get to the playoffs. But Tyler Huntley will start in the season finale against the Jets. This one is a big news here. The Eagles will set Saquon Barkley and the starters in the season finale. For Barkley, will sit out despite the record chase. This surprised me. Now, I thought Saquon would make the decision, not Nick Sirianni. Saquon to make the decision. He only needs is 100 yards or 101 yards to beat Eric Dickerson's all-season rushing record. Despite that, it will not happen this season. Eric Dickerson will remain as the single rushing season record for most rushing yards in the NFL. Let's get to college basketball with the men's and women's. Let's start with the men's. Big news for the James family. Of course, you know that LeBron James and then Bronny James. So let's start. Bryce James, with LeBron's youngest son, has committed to Arizona. Big day for the James family. Congratulations to Bryce James. He will be heading to Arizona. Now the other schools that he had also interest with was his hometown Ohio State, Danquisness, and Ronnie, his older brother's team USC. So he decided to choose Arizona. So again, Bronny James is in the G League. LeBron James is playing with the Lakers. And now Bryce James is going to be playing basketball, college basketball in Arizona. That's awesome. Another commitment here on five-star guard Mikal Brown Jr. has committed to Louisville. It was been announced in the UNC Louisville game that Mikal Brown Jr. will now be playing for Louisville. I'm assuming next season, or unless they'll start this year. The other schools that had interest with him was Alabama, Ole Miss, Texas, UCF, and Indiana. Those were the other schools that had interest with Mikal Brown Jr., the five-star guard, will be heading to Louisville. Let's go to the women's side of the affair. Number 7, UConn cruising past Marquette. Sarah Strong had 15 points, while KK Arnold had 13 points, 6 assists, as UConn wins it 77-45 over Marquette. Juju Watson scored 26 points to lead number 4 USC to 9 straight wins. The score was USC 75, Nebraska 55. Kiki Rice's double-double left number 1 team in the country for women's basketball, UCLA, past Michigan. Final score there, UCLA 86, Michigan 70. That is it for today. That is the sports news for June 1st, 2025. Now, other news, I'll give you a bonus for today. We had the Rose Bowl, the Rose Parades. If you have not seen that, I'm assuming you should check those highlights out. But today there's just not a lot of news today. Only good news today so far. The biggest story is that Notre Dame Georgia game, which I already mentioned earlier, will be played on Thursday. So if you want to watch this game, last chance to watch it. Here is the announcement. Again, I will say this the last time, and if you have not heard me, go ahead and rewind the video and you can hear what I say. Notre Dame versus Georgia, 4 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, the All-State Sugar Bowl. Friendly reminder there. Again, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and if you have not seen my last video of 2024, best of 2024 sports news, check that out. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.